Hello, boys and girls. For today, we are going to speak about present simple. But first, I would like to congratulate you with Christmas holidays, with New Year's holiday. So I wanna wish you to be healthy, to be wealthy, and of course, be loved. But let's come back to our today's topic. So again, it is present simple tense, kinda the simplest tense in English. So let's firstly talk about cases when we can use present simple in English. So the first case when we can use present simple is when we talk about regular action or routine action. For example, she works every day. So every day she repeats the same action, she works. So it is the first case. The second case when we can use present simple in English is when we talk about timetables of some public stuff. For example, it can be public shops, it can be some companies, it can be public transport, or so on. And as an example, we can say the train arrives at 9 a.m. So it is incorrect to say the train is arriving at 9 a.m. The train arrives at 9 a.m. or the shops open at 11 p.m. And so on. The third case when we can use present simple in English is when we give instructions to someone. For example, uh, put this brick into this brick if we talk about Lego, or maybe put this puzzle into this puzzle if we talk about puzzles, put a teapot into the oven if we talk about if we want to drink some tea, and so on. And the first case when we can use present simple is in English is when we talk about general truths or some qualities. For example, the earth is rounded, the water boils at 100 degrees. So also we can use it when we talk about possessions. For example, I have a cat, she has a dog, and so on. But these verbs are called stative verbs, and we will talk about them later. So yeah, that was about cases, and for now we can dive into grammar structure of present simple. So let's do that. So yeah, and for now we can talk about grammar structure. So firstly we will speak about affirmative sentences. Here we have quite simple structure. So the first one is our subject. The next one is our main verb, and the last one is our object. And here we need to mention that if our subject can be replaced by a personal pronoun he, she, or it, we add letter s at the end of our verb. So we had see, it became sees. We had boil, it became boils. And also in English, we have four exceptions which you should learn. The first one is do, which become does. The next one is have, which become has. Then go, which become goes. And the last one is to be. So it has three forms: am if our subject is I, is if our subject can be replaced by he, she, it, and are if our subject is plural or can be replaced by you, we, they. So yeah, that is about affirmative sentences, and here you can see an example. So he drinks tea every morning. Subject he, drinks verb with s in the end. At the end, cause our subject is he, she, it, and tea as an object. And it is kind of regular action. The next one is questions in English. So here we will have auxiliary verb if our main verb is not to be. Because if our main verb is to be, so am is are, we put it on a first place and then our subject. So we had sentences she is a girl, and we can ask is she a girl. It is kind of not logical, but anyway. So if our main verb is not to be, we add word verb do or does related to our subject. So we add do if our subject can be replaced by I, you, they, we, and we add does if it can be replaced by he, she, it. Then after our auxiliary verb, we put our subject. So we had does, for example, he, and then we just put an bare infinitive form of our verb. Does he drink tea every morning? So our main verb without s goes does already took it on himself. And for now, we can move to our negative questions in English. Its structure is kind of similar with affirmative ones. So here we put subject on the first place. Then, if our main verb is not to be, we put auxiliary verb do or does with not at the end. So we have he, for example, then does not, then drink without s, cause our does already took it on himself. So we have sentence he does not drink tea in the morning. So he maybe drinks it in the afternoon. And if our subject can be replaced by I, we, they, we put do. They don't study at school. Maybe they study at the university. But if our main verb is to be, we put not in the end of that verb without adding auxiliary ones. So we had sentence she is a doctor, and we can say she is not a doctor. We had sentence they are friends, and then we have they are not friends. So yeah, that's all for today. First of all, I hope that this video was useful for you and you will add comments below it. Also, you can check a description where you can find some exercises related with that topic, some useful articles and so on. So again, have a good Christmas, have a good New Year, be lucky, be wealthy, and bye!